What if your first digital product could be done by the end of this week? Hey, glad you're back. Last video, I talked about how I got started with digital products after my health took a hit and my retirement numbers just weren't adding up. And I closed off by saying I'd walk you through the exact steps I used to go from a simple idea to something someone could actually buy. So that's what today is about, the real process. Simple, practical, no fluff. And here's the thing I want you to hold on to before we get into it. The product doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be a full course, a complicated membership, or some massive system. It can start as something as simple as a checklist, a cheat sheet, a template, or a beginner friendly guide that solves one clear problem. That's where I started. And that's where I'd suggest you start too. So let me ask you this. Do you already have an idea floating around in your head, something you keep thinking could help someone? Drop it in the comments below. I'd genuinely love to hear what you're sitting on. Okay, let's get into it. Step one is to start with a simple problem, not a massive topic, not a full curriculum, just one specific problem that someone is dealing with right now and would love a simple answer to. My first product was a simple website layout, a template, something that solved one clear problem. People wanted a clean starting point for their website but didn't know where to begin and didn't want to hire someone expensive to do it. That was it. One problem, one solution, nothing fancy. The question I want you to ask yourself is this: what's one thing people in your world keep asking you about, keep getting stuck on, or keep getting wrong? That question is your starting point. That's the seed of your first product. Now, here's where most people get stuck. They have the idea, but they stare at a blank page and don't know how to turn it into something real. That used to be me too, until I figured out a way around it. Step two is to use AI to organize your idea. This was the thing that changed everything for me. Instead of trying to figure out the structure, the sections, and the wording all on my own, I started using AI to help me organize the content. I'd take my idea and I'd say, help me turn this into a simple beginner-friendly resource, and it would give me an outline, a starting structure, something to react to and build from instead of starting with nothing. And here's the thing I want you to understand. I'm not a writer. I'm not a designer. I'm just someone who had an idea and needed help shaping it into something useful. AI gave me that help. It helped me outline the sections. It helped me simplify the wording so it didn't feel overwhelming. It helped me make sure the content actually made sense to a complete beginner. I didn't let it write everything for me. I used it as a thinking partner, as a way to take what was in my head and get it onto the page in a way that someone else could actually follow. And here's the thing: nobody tells you you don't need to be a professional writer to create a useful digital product. You just need to know your topic better than the person you're helping. That's it. What AI tool do you use or wish you had when you're trying to organize ideas? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious what people are experimenting with. Step three is to clean it up so it looks professional and easy to follow. Once the content was organized, I didn't want it to look like a rough draft. I wanted it to look clean, clear, and easy for someone to actually use. I'm not a graphic designer, but I didn't need to be. There are simple design tools that make it easy to take your content and lay it out in a way that looks put together without needing any design skills at all. Think clean fonts, clear sections, enough white space so it doesn't feel overwhelming. Simple visuals if they help explain something. The goal isn't to make it look like a big agency produced it. The goal is to make it feel easy to use. If someone can open it and immediately understand what it is and how to use it, you've done your job. This is simpler than you think. I promise you that. Step four is to get it out into the world. This is the step that feels scary, but really isn't once you do it. Once the product was done, I uploaded it to a simple checkout page and connected it to my own website so people had a clean place to get it. Someone could click, pay, and receive the product. That's all it needs to do. No complicated systems, no tech degree, no big team, just a simple, clean process from click to delivery. And here is the moment I want you to understand. Once that's set up, the product exists in the world. Someone can find it, buy it, and receive it, whether you're awake or asleep, whether you're resting or working on your next idea. That's the shift. That's what changes things. Step 5 is to start creating content around the problem your product solves. This is the part most people skip, and it's the part that makes everything else work better. Once my product was live, I started creating content, videos, posts, simple resources around the problem the product solves. Not selling constantly, just showing up and being useful around the topic. And what that does is it brings the right people to you, people who are already dealing with the problem, people who are already looking for a solution. And when they find your content and it helps them, they naturally want to know more. They click, they explore, some of them buy. That's how it builds. Not overnight, not in some dramatic way, just steadily, consistently, one useful piece of content at a time. If I can do this after everything I went through, so can you. So let me bring this all together for you. Here's a simple process I used. Start with one clear problem. Use AI to help you organize and shape your idea into something useful. Clean it up so it looks professional and easy to follow. Upload it to a simple checkout page connected to your website, and then start creating content around the problem your product solves. That's it. 5 steps, no tech degree, no big budget, no complicated systems. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Carl, that sounds okay, but I still don't know if I can actually do this. Here's what I'd say to that. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to take the next small step. And the next small step is to identify one problem you could solve for someone. Just one. Write it down today. And if you want to see the kind of simple digital product I'm talking about, I'll leave the link in the description below. Have a look. See what a simple, beginner-friendly digital product actually looks like in the real world. And if you're starting from scratch right now, follow along, because I'm going to keep showing the simple steps as I build this out. No fluff, no hype, just the real process, one step at a time. If this video helped you today, hit that subscribe button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who need to hear this. And I'll see you in the next one.